Gamers, it happened. I didn't think it would. I didn't think I would live to see the day. I didn't think this would ever happen. All right, I thought he would go unpunished forever. But the feds have officially subpoenaed Hamas Pickles. We are so back, chat. We are so fucking back. Chat, this is huge. I don't think people understand how massive this is. The fact that Hasan has been subpoenaed. Now, something important to keep in mind. This is a subpoena, all right? That basically means that the government just wants to investigate and sort of probe in, look into Hasan and his affairs, right? There's no real criminal charges yet, right? They have nothing on Hasan. They just want to look into Hasan. That's all that this subpoena is. But it does not hurt to hope, okay? Maybe it's a little too early to be running victory laps, okay? It's a little early to be running victory laps. But seeing this news just puts a big old smile on my face. We're gonna get into it. We're gonna talk about it as we go. Hasan talked about it on stream. I'm sure Rev is gonna show the clip. It's amazing. It's amazing, man. It's so good. Let's get straight into it, man. I'm ready.
Hey, what's up, guys? Rev here.
Hi, Rev. I'm excited, man. I'm excited.
A long time to say.
We are so back.
The feds are going after Hasan Piker.
Oh,
that's right, ladies and gentlemen.
Feels so good to hear it. Oh man. And everybody is talking about this shit. I saw Jake upload. I saw Side Scrollers, Rev, Hero, Hey, Decoy, Tectone, Asmongold. Everybody's talking about this shit, man.
Actions are finally having
massive
consequences, and it appears due to his humanitarian efforts over in Cuba, the feds are investigating Hasan Piker and some of his collaborators. Now, this is something that's been a I 100% believe that there was some sort of, this was a propaganda tour. All right? This was not humanitarian aid. Okay? What humanitarian aid did they provide? What Hasan running around doing his little interviews and their little shows that like took out the power while they're staying in these 5-star hotels. Like, yeah, that's some humanitarian aid. No, I 100% think that the government of Cuba was involved. They gave them some cash to come and run propaganda for them. I 100% agree with that. That's 100% my belief. And by the way, I think that Hasan also was paid by the CCP to come over to China to run propaganda for them as well. All right, so hopefully they look into that China stuff as well, on top of the Cuba stuff. Long time coming. A lot of people finally thinking maybe actions have consequences for a guy who seems to get away with absolutely everything. Now, before we get into the details, let's read the headline here because it is chef's kiss.
Man,
federal official.
Dude, when I saw that headline, like I want to say last night after we ended stream from watching Combo Breaker. After I ended stream watching Combo Breaker, or did I already? I actually don't even remember, to be honest. It's been a crazy fucking. It's been a crazy few hours, man. All right, but yeah. I saw the headline and I was like, ain't. I think I saw Yeet. I think it was Yeet that I saw a post about it first. I can't, or it might have been Yeet or Nick Sorter. It was one of the two. When I saw that shit, it was just chef's kiss on that. Absolutely beautiful. My dick has never been so erectus.
Influencer Hasan Piker and Code Pink co-founder Susan Medea Benjamin as a part of a wider investigation into whether U.S. organizations and leaders
violated U.S. laws and sanctions in supporting Cuba's communist regime.
Yep.
That's right. I remember a time in history where supporting brutal communist regimes would have consequences. And
it was very frowned upon,
some would say. And the photo they use for this, again, hilarious. It is Hasan with this death stare of Kaya, trying to order her in, literally sending her to her place. Now, of course,
lock up Hasan and free Kaya, man. Free Kaya. It's about time. The feds need to lock in, all right? They need to get Hasan for the Cuba and China stuff. Because I 100% think that there was some contact. 100. There has to be something there. I don't believe it for a second. I think they will find some stuff there. So they need to get him for that. They need to get him for his shit like when he said they need to kill Rick Scott. They need to get him for that shit. They need to get I don't know. They need to get him for animal abuse for hitting Kaya with 10,000 fucking volts.
I have some insider info here. Here is the identity of the anonymous caller who tipped off the federal agents about what Hasan Piker has been doing.
Woo!
Let's thank this very brave individual for
absolute
to
Giga Chad
authorities. But you can see the initial reaction from people like Tectone laughing. You have this post saying, if Hasan goes to jail, Kaya will be free from his shocking abuses. What was he thinking? Who thought it was a good idea to go on a warm PR campaign for a regime hostile to the United States? Father, Asmongold asked me for a favor. LOL. TikTok, Hasan. Arrest and deport Hasan
it's
Piker.
Time.
Vote for whoever
Come on,
Trump
baby.
wants me to vote for until the day I die. Rip Bozo.
Yep.
He's authoritarian.
Nobody cares.
Dictators.
Nobody
Silence.
has any sympathy for this man. Nobody
Trump,
gives a shit. Everybody wants this man arrested or deported back to Turkey.
Lot of jubilation among people.
And I just saw this morning that apparently Nick Fuentes also talked about he's calling for the arrest of Hasan.
Hearing this news, and of course,
it's actually Jover.
From his
it's so Jover. I'm a high on this hopium, man.
Efforts in Cuba, where he, alongside the co-founder of Code Pink, were making very public appearances, making it known how much they were saving everyone. With 5-star luxury hotel stays where
very nice. Can I stay at a 5-star hotel? Good lord.
Power, but
never been in one.
Island was without power and hospitals included, which resulted in people dying. But don't worry, Hasan Piker still had power during this time, so that's good news.
Don't worry, all right? Rip bozos, all right? Just get good, all right? Pay your power bill, nerds. But at least Hasan had power. Wi-Fi was a little shitty for Mr. Hasan Piker, but at least he had power. Good for him. He had a nice little 5-star room with air conditioning. Very, very, very nice.
But let's get some of the details here. So, Fed subpoena Hasan Piker, Medea Benjamin over Cuba trips. Investigation part of a broader dragnet involving as many as 40 American citizens who joined Marxist convoy to Havana. First on Fox, federal officials have served subpoenas to Marxist political influencer Hasan Piker and Code Pink.
I love that they call him a Marxist. That is great. I love that. I love that so much. I hope that sticks.
Co-founder Susan Medea Benjamin. Piker and Benjamin are among those caught in a federal inquiry into whether activists who traveled to Cuba in March violated U.S. sanctions through the financing, coordination, or delivery of goods to Cuba, including potential contacts with the Cuban government personnel or entities on the island. The administrative subpoenas were sent to the pair by the Treasury Department's Office of Foreign Assets Control. The administrative subpoenas, called Requests for Information, or RFI, seek financial, logistical, and communications information
makes sense
around trips the two widely bragged about making to the island nation in March, with delegations of the
that was in March.
America Convoy, or
been a while.
America Convoy, from a global network of communist sympathizers, activists, and influencers who bought supplies
man.
to the country's ruling Communist Party.
I got a
of
big
Cuba,
old. I wish.
to
I wish
sources
you guys could see
familiar
my
with the
face. Right, I
matter.
had like
That's
a
the
VTuber
crazy
model
part
because
here,
I got a big old
is that
smile on
this
my face
sounds
right now.
ridiculous, but it's not an exaggeration whatsoever. This is literally what happened.
Yeah?
Okay, this is literally an accurate description of what these people are doing on their humanitarian efforts, going to the Cuban Communist Party and handing them over supplies and making contact with them. That sounds like the very accurate way to describe this situation. But this investigation is, of course, a part of a broader effort by officials at the Treasury, State, and Justice Departments to curb malign foreign influence operations inside the United States, particularly activities tied to support for political violence, extremist movements, or acts the U.S.
Well, you got the right guy. Just look no further than Hasan. Again, the whole the capitalist blood clip, the Rick Scott clip, right? This guy is a violent radical that supports Hamas and Hezbollah.
Government classifies as terrorism. The scrutiny reflects growing concern among federal authorities and lawmakers over whether foreign actors and aligned organizations are attempting to shape American political discourse, mobilize activists, sow discord, and normalize rhetoric that could encourage violence or undermine U.S. national security interests. And you are including Hasan in that description? Color me shocked.
I know!
But
Hasan would never. He's a good little boy that follows all the rules. He never does anything wrong.
that is the gist of what's going on here. And I think for someone like Hasan, who's always wanted a government that would have an extreme amount of control over people he doesn't like, it's funny it's now being clamped.
Biggest Iran glazer, right? Dick rider, doing tricks on it. China, Cuba, right? Venezuela, right? Buddy was a massive dick rider of these, dictatorships that have no free speech.
Down
right, you can't criticize the CCP or the Cuban Communist Party.
You guys know everything with the Homelander,
all that good stuff.
Set of phrases during the final episode of The Boys here, but that's Hasan after being sentenced to a life in Gitmo. Yeah, I don't think he'll do very good in Guantanamo, so let's keep him out of there. But what does Hasan do in the face of this very serious situation? Oh, he just trusts his instincts and starts thirst trapping. That's right. He made this Instagram story saying, "The feds are after me. Free your man." And posted himself in a bathtub.
But I saw he did talk about it on stream, and Hasan did look pretty. He didn't look very happy. Let's just put it. He did look a little bit worried. He looked a little bit concerned. It's not a good time to be Hasan Piker, all right?
Because that's really all his brain knows to do at this point.
We'll see if Rev plays that clip, but if not, I think
viewers and his
we
fans,
can probably find that clip.
That's what's most important. Okay, I guess making sure they're going to continue simping for him. But he would also respond many times on Twitter, but here's just one of the examples, saying, "The American government would rather try to criminalize delivering aid to a country we've starved than punish the Epstein class." Again,
by the way, I'm pretty sure Hamas Pickles went to a Diddy party. Just want to put that out there. And also, you're a millionaire, so you're among them peoples, all right? Additionally, let's not forget his infamous clip, "Old enough to count, old enough to mount," and the whole German brothel debacle. Again, not as far as the German brothel thing goes, I don't know how confirmed that is, but apparently the brothel had an underage worker, or it was a whole thing, right? I don't know how confirmed that is, but you also got that on your track record. Is this really? You should not be talking about that, all right, buddy? You don't really have a leg to stand on, all right? You're not holier than thou.
For a guy
Let's take
who
it
is
easy, buddy.
always supporting brutal regimes that exert enormous amounts of control on its.
Yeah, like I said earlier, you can't criticize the CCP in China. You can't criticize the Cuban Communist Party, right? You could not criticize Maduro and his ilk. You cannot criticize, Iran. Yeah, you can't criticize the supreme leader. You can't criticize, Islam. No freedom of religion, right? Like you support them when they do it, but when the U.S. wants to try, when the U.S. does it, oh no, it's bad. It's bad because America led bad. Like, come on, give me a break, buddy. Like this guy can't even be.
It really sucks when it seems
consistent.
Like the control is coming right back on you.
Yeah,
but you can see
that's all it is.
Deflect,
like, buddy's just retarded.
People are not buying it in the reply, saying, "Screw you, communist scumbag. Enjoy watching Cuba fall. Luckily for you, it'll happen before you get through your trial." Delivering aid. You didn't do anything but live stream and cause a blackout for Cuban citizens.
Yep.
We just want to see you locked up and deported.
Yep.
That's really it.
Send them back to Turkey.
You. At Hasan Piker wants the people of Cuba to suffer and die just so communism does not put another failed country under its long list.
Yep.
Same with the people from Venezuela and Iran. Hasan would rather see millions of people who want freedom in Cuba, Venezuela, and Iran die of starvation or at the hands of their governments than admit to his rich socialist friends in California and New York that communism kills people who wants freedom. Here's a quote.
It always gives me a chuckle when these millionaires and billionaires are LARPing as communists. It's like, yeah, of course you're a communist. You're part of the fucking that you're that top percentage that is likely going to be the elite ruling class. You're not going to be part of the proletariat under communism. That's why you're a communist, because it doesn't affect you. You don't give a shit. You don't give a shit about the working class. You're up here. You're not going to have to worry about, not having food or, starving. You're having your family starve. You don't give a shit about that.
Then
you're gonna have all the resources available to you.
Prison sentence. Congrats, man. And people just again posting meme after meme after meme.
Yeah,
of the
buddy is
situation.
getting
and now we're also
obliterated.
Seeing all the Hasan orbiters and stands trying to
of course
take up for the guy. You can see infamous couch puncher Mike from PA.
All right, Mikey, what do you got for me, bro?
Say
Come on.
anyone who doesn't stand with Hasan is an enemy. This is a fascist regime. Either you fight them now or just capitulate.
Shut up, gay
I wonder
boy.
if you would feel the same way.
Shut
if it
the
was
fuck
someone
up.
who was in Hasan's situation. I have a strong feeling this guy would not have the same energy, and also, this is just obligatory at this.
Again, it's just we don't care if you guys are censored. That's a-okay. That's updo, right? You get an updo for that, right? We gotta censor those Nazis, those hate speechers. But when you start censoring us, well, then now we got a problem, right? That's not okay. Freedom. What happened to freedom of speech? What happened to all that stuff? I thought you guys were supposed to be freedom of speech, and it's like, yeah, it always comes back to that. It's fuck freedom of speech until something happens to our speech.
Point, gotta play this Mike from PA clip.
This clip, man.
I think that's fine.
So this clip is so good.
I'm just getting your attention.
I'm just getting your attention. Uh-huh.
Either you stand with Hasan or you're the enemy of Mike from PA.
Not
Shiver
Mikey!
Timbers, ladies and gentlemen.
Not Mikey! I don't want to be
People
the
saying
enemy of
stuff like
Mikey!
this, they just created 1 million Hasan Pikers, and here's one of the top responses. In fact, if you look at the quotes, it seems like it seems like people have really made up their minds about how they feel about Hasan getting subpoenas from the federal government. I'm sorry, I'm not trying to laugh too much, but it's just absurd. Everything that's happening here, and it's just been a long time
it's so good.
coming.
It's so
And
good,
then
man.
we have this situation right here where apparently Blue Sky is losing it over the
Naturally.
subpoena of Hasan Piker.
Yeah.
And
Color me shocked. I could not have seen this one coming, chat. Completely blindsided. I can't believe Blue Sky would be crashing out over this situation.
now they're crashing out over not just Trump, but also Asmongold as well. It's the same sentiment about creating 1 million Hasan Pikers. And of course, you
no.
can see down here, Hasan
It's not
Piker
gonna
is a
happen.
good egg. Medea Benjamin
Right.
is an amazing lady.
Uh-huh.
F the U.S. government. F you, Trump, you piece of crap.
Uh-huh.
F liberalism. F conservatives. F third way. Socialism.
The libtards catching strays. What the libs do? They just catching strays for no reason.
Will win in the end because
Sure, buddy.
socialism is the will of the people, except for the people who don't want it, right?
Yep.
And then this person says Hasan
It's the will of the people until we don't want it.
Bad isn't going to stop Asmongold offing himself. see-
Sure.
Hasan Piker get issued a federal subpoena, and you think about Asmongold? That's interesting.
You should worry about your boy, not Asmongold, right? I think the Roach King is the least of your problems right now.
Very interesting. But anyways, you can see how mad they are, and well, good. And I like this quote in particular, saying, I know we obviously hate on him a lot, and I hate that he was against Kamala in the 2024 election, but I think it's really important to take moments like these to put differences aside against the greater evil. Good job, Trump. Had me in the first half, I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, Hasan has already started his many responses, even starting to hint on some Zohran Mamdani magic here. Yes, trying to invoke the socialist mayor of New York City who publicly disavowed Hasan
Yeah,
not that long ago.
I don't
Let's see
think
what
your
he has to
boy's
say.
gonna help you out here,
Activists,
buddy.
Dissidents alike. It's a way to try to have a chilling effect on speech. And some people, it seems, some likely and some unlikely people have been cheering it on.
Yeah,
Hasan realizing in real time here.
buddy is finding out for the first time that like 89% plus of the internet does not like him. He is just now finding out that people fucking hate his ass.
Just how disliked he is. I mean, it's people across the board. And is that really surprising to anyone? Because he's managed to make all aisles mad at him. He craps on conservatives. He craps on liberals. He
Yep.
just gets angry at everyone. And in
Yep.
response, people don't have much sympathy for him. And this isn't like, oh, this poor innocent guy Hasan, and people are just cheering this on because he is who he is and he actually didn't do anything wrong. He's been pushing the envelope for years and years and years. This
Again,
is just the tip
Rick
of the
Scott.
iceberg. Everyone was
The Rick
looking
Scott
at this trip
stuff.
to Cuba and pointing out the very concerning behavior where he might have been potentially violating sanctions
Yeah.
against the Cuban regime. But no, he's just so brazen and he feels so protected and immune to consequence. He's just continued on
Yep,
and
buddy is finding out now that
We'll be
his
talking
actions
about
do
that
in
a
fact
second
have
as well. You might need
consequences.
Zohran magic for this one? Yeah, okay, dude. Yeah. I don't think Zohran Mamdani is going to be doing that anytime soon because I'm not a concerning incident that took place in the New York City region of America. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, you take credit for getting this guy elected, and look what happened to that. He just threw
Yeah.
you to the side
Yeah, your homeboy isn't gonna show out for you. Your homeboy isn't gonna have your back.
because you're
Man.
not really convenient for him anymore, which
Fake
is
motherfuckers.
very, very funny.
That's why
But,
you can't
yeah,
trust
at the
these,
same
these
time,
socialists,
I
man.
don't think Zohran is going to help out Hasan. In fact, I think he wants absolutely nothing to do with you.
Yeah, I mean, he's already dealing with his own issues as it is. I don't think he wants to throw Hasan on top of that.
Whatsoever. Any halfway intelligent political figure would not want anything to do with a guy who's getting federal subpoenas
Yeah,
for some very serious stuff.
it do be like that.
But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, that is the situation. There's obviously a lot more that's going to be coming out of this, but we'll just have to wait and see. I'm sure this is just the beginning. But for now, that's going to do for this video. If you guys enjoyed, consider liking the video, consider subscribing, and turning on notifications for daily uploads
So
on
good,
this
chat.
channel, as well as multiple streams a week
So
on
good.
YouTube. But overall, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you next time.
Gamers. The hopium has never been stronger. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens, right? We're not gonna run any victory laps just yet, all right? Again, let's remind ourselves, all right? This is just a federal subpoena. There are no criminal charges against Hasan at the time of this video, all right? Of this reaction, of this live stream, all right? There are no criminal charges, all right? This is just a subpoena. They're investigating him. We'll see what happens. I'll keep my eye on this, because if something does in fact come of this, that will be massive. And y'all know that I will be here on twitch.tv/Uriel Cyclone. I'll be over on the Twitters at Uriel Cyclone, running my victory laps. I will be making fun of this situation. I will be mocking Hasan. I will be celebrating it. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be fucking great. Please let it happen. Please let it happen.